Hi guys, and welcome back to the Davis and Dennis show.
Yes, and tonight...
Oh my god, we are back! High five.
And tonight we have our first ever Davis and Dennis show podcast.
Oh my god, I can drink to that.
Yes, in our floral tea
Oriental.
mugs. Oriental. I think that's quite a problematic word that you should
But we're
use.
Asian, we're allowed to use it. It's our N-word. Don't use, you just use the O-word? Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, so the podcast. This isn't the first time we've ever done a podcast, is it, Dennis?
No.
Would you like to explain the story?
There was a secret podcast that we did. So secret that we teased it.
Did we?
I think we teased it. So at the end of season 1, we were like, oh, we're not going away. We're going to do like a weekly podcast.
You know, because podcasts are easy to make, also we thought.
Yeah, but what happened?
Well,
You were really boring.
No, I'm sure it was both of us, but it was literally...
No, it was just Davis who was boring.
Of course.
You know, I would say something like, Davis, the weather's nice, isn't it? It's something really interesting, right? And Davis go, ooh. Like, you can't have a podcast with someone who just goes,
Of course,
right.
I was like that, Dennis.
You were.
Anyway.
I was editing.
Anyway, that doesn't...
I'll edit the old podcast to support my view.
Okay, so...
History is written by winners. Guess who's the winner?
Me.
Fuck off.
Okay, so the old past podcast is so boring that we literally never released it.
That's obvious.
Okay, so what makes us think that this podcast will be so different?
Well, obviously, the new set, it just makes everything better.
Yep, and also I've written down on my phone a list of topics that we need to cover.
Ooh.
And we've got a timer as well, so it doesn't go on for too long. You didn't start it, Dennis.
Oh, well.
I'll start the timer now.
Want to know the topics?
Okay, so
Spoilers!
I think we should go through a
It's
list of
probably
topics
overexposed.
of everything that we're going to talk about. So, why we stopped season 2, how long it takes to make each of the Davis and Dennis show episodes.
I thought we were going to leave this to, like, you know, unravel naturally. And you're just telling everyone, it's not natural. We had a plan. It's scripted. That's what you're doing.
I think most podcasts are scripted to an extent. Mm-hmm. And then we talk about engagement, and then some other shows that we've been inspired by recently, and then some VidCon news.
Do you know who I've been inspired by recently?
Who's that?
I've been inspired by the only... Okay, here's some clues. He's just written a book.
I think I know who this is. Is it Monsieur Alex Day?
Yes, it is! I've been inspired by him.
Oh dear, this is quite problematic.
Like, I've actually been following him for quite a bit. Like, he recently redid his Twilight series. Remember, guys, his reading Twilight series is what made him famous.
Yeah. Just like Emma Blackery's
reading 50 Shades of Grey. That made them famous. I remember a few years ago, I tried reading Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I did like 3 chapters and was like, yikes.
Did you release all 3? I can't remember.
I released, I think, 3 videos. It was so boring.
Did you get any views? I think you got a few comments.
Yeah, it was okay, but I got so bored of the book. You have to act. I don't read books that much. I listen to them. So reading a book is hard work for me. And having to physically read a book, take notes, and summarize it. Oh my god.
Does that remind you of English class back in high school?
Yes, it does. I'm an oral learner now.
Okay, so let's get back onto topic. Why do we stop season 2? We just ended it like halfway through, didn't we? What was the last video we made?
Okay, imagine if we ended it there. The last ever video from the Davis and Dennis show was 4
YouTube channels that
should be banned.
That should be banned. Yeah.
It was a list video, guys.
It was inspired by Watch Mojo. I thought since Watch Mojo videos are popular, we should copy their title.
I know, list videos. All of our best videos, when I say best, I mean most popular videos, were list videos.
Yeah, like your 25...
Reasons why you shouldn't come to Australia.
I mean,
10,000 views.
10,000 views. That's not a lot, but it's a lot for us. And my most popular video... 6 things you should do after failing your exams. That did really well.
Yeah, back in the day, Davis did so many list videos.
Oh my God,
What,
I was like
what were some of the others?
I was inspired by Lex Croucher, who did a lot of other list videos. My favorite was 5 things you should. What was it? 5 things to make your pension go further, something like that.
That was
like
my
really
fave,
jokey,
so problematic.
and
I just imagine, like, it was a jokey video, so Davis just made fun of
Yeah.
poor people, basically. So I'm just imagining, like, these poor pensioners genuinely, like, struggling for money.
finding my video.
And they type in, how do I make my pension go further? I can't afford food. Oh my God.
So funny though.
And then
I
they
love that
find
video.
Davis, this, like, young, posh Asian, who just mock them.
I think my exams video was even worse because my what to do after failing
I know,
exams
people
video.
must have been like, oh
Like
my
it was
God,
really
I just
jokey,
failed.
sarcastic.
I just failed my GCSEs.
No, there were literally
or
comments.
HSCs, and I was like, I just failed everything. What now? They go on YouTube, and then they find you mocking them.
I know. There were so
Oh,
many
God.
comments of like, oh, I just failed my exams and found this video. And I'll have to like console them in my reply. I'm like, oh, there. Exams aren't everything. Although you know that they do count quite a bit.
Okay, so basically, list videos were like our thing.
Yep, and then we created that one. And since we released it a day late, of course I'm going to blame it on that. It didn't do so well. It's actually only got 2 likes, both of which I think are from us.
I can't remember. I was so embarrassed by how many views I haven't looked at.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got one comment from Phil. Phil is, let's be honest. Okay, if you don't know who Phil is, he is this Australian YouTuber who's best known for this
Really cool
viral
song.
song.
It's called
Cool Like Me. So basically, he's our only fan. Like, he comments on
Practically.
every video.
Yeah.
And if he stops commenting, oh my God,
We
my
have no
life will end.
commenters. Okay, and then the third video for that episode was supposed to be, we filmed a video with Michelle Morris TV, who you might know from, she's been on our channel before, both of our channels before, in the classic vlogging days.
Yeah.
And yeah, we filmed like a soccer video with her. It was really fun, but oh my God, we spent like 2 weeks editing it and it's still not done.
Yeah, I like, it's just a nightmare.
Like, I don't know. I think this brings us onto our second topic. Sort of like how long it takes to make each episode.
Okay, so how long does it take to usually edit a...
Okay, remember that we've both got like freelance editing and videography
We've got other
careers.
stuff on the side.
Yes. And it takes like, so we had 3 main segments. It was the internet news, the what/drama explained, and also a fun segment, whether that be like a react or like we go outside and
Reactions
do a
are
challenge.
not fun. They're fucking
That's why I
tedious.
put fun in.
fun.
Okay,
Fun
the internet
videos.
news, you know, we'd want to write that as late as possible, right?
Yeah.
So the news is at least
Night
somewhat
before. The day,
current.
yeah.
But oh my God, I don't know if I'm really slow or something, but it takes me like 2 whole days to write an internet news.
There. You'll get.
But Dennis, you're even worse. It takes you like an entire week to write
Me
the
writing
dumb
list videos. Oh my God. Okay, the first one's really detailed. That takes forever, and then I'm like, okay,
I know.
second will be a bit
The
shorter.
first like for example that oh my God, I said I was really disappointed in you with this video for
Sorry.
YouTube channels that should be banned. Like your first one was like 500 words. And then for each successive one, it was like 300,
But hey,
100,
hey,
and then 50
hey,
words.
Hey, turns out none of it mattered because nobody watched it.
Yeah, so that was tragic. So writing the video takes a long time.
Takes so long.
But filming the video actually doesn't take that long. We've got this studio, which is only like a half-hour drive from our house.
Yeah,
And-
even that Michelle video we did only took like
Half a day to
Yeah.
film. Yeah, so
no time at all, really.
yeah, so filming is no problem at all. It takes like,
However, editing.
oh my God, editing. You might have noticed how our internet news has sort of like changed recently to this sort of like zooming and panning
Why
green
is
screen
that?
thing. I thought that would save time over like the insane effects and cuts and zooms and stuff. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, you have to place each of the pictures in the fake TV in the background, and it takes like days. Like, it probably takes like an entire day to day and a half to edit. And when I say entire day, I mean like wake up in the morning, edit, and then sleep at 11.
I know, it takes ridiculously long. Are you a YouTuber? Do you relate to us? Probably not. YouTubers are a small
and it's like
minority.
both of us.
I know.
It's like it takes two people that, but at the same time, I feel like we're trying to create like a half an hour serialized show.
Yeah, look at this. Every single week, apart from the last few weeks, we bring out a half-hour show.
Yeah, and it's just us two. We don't have anyone doing the writing, doing the editing, doing the camera work. It's just us.
To be honest, we sometimes get mum to help us with the camera.
Yeah, but only like the gimbal shots that we can't do ourselves.
Oh, that's so tragic.
So I think
Support
that's
us on Patreon.
and I think one of the reasons why we sort of decided to take a little break was to sort of think about the show. And
we have, like, it's fine.
like I got so burnt out from like making the show.
Guys, like, it's fine, like, when, you know, small YouTubers, they have, like, a dedicated audience, because that's really nice, having your own community of people who, you know, watch you. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone.
No, I just feel sometimes that
We've just been on a downward, you know,
I just
trend.
feel like our show is really underappreciated.
Like, nobody
and I
likes
just
it.
wonder, is it our fault? Is the show really boring? Because I don't know. We don't get
at
enough
this
feedback.
Point, Davis would go, "Oh my god, our show is so good. I genuinely,
No, I
love our
I do
content."
genuinely love watching the show over.
This is the problem. He doesn't see that the show's boring and nobody likes it.
Okay.
If they liked it, they would continue
I
watching.
know, exactly. The problem is that I like the show. Okay, and now I think now that we've talked about the new segments, we should talk about the third fun segment.
Okay.
So you've been noticing that what we wanted initially was like a collab every week.
Yeah.
So you might have remembered our one with Sabrina, The Stump, and Joel
Libby.
Maguire, and Libby last season with the dancing thing. Like, particularly the Sabrina and Joel ones are sort of like, I'd say they're inspired by Sugar Pine 7. Would you say?
I guess you can say that, but it's not that unique. Like, you can look at, like, it could be a 5-minute Shane Dawson video,
Yeah.
sort of thing, like a Shane Dawson documentary.
Okay,
so we're
but-
trying to make a documentary as a collab every single week.
But oh my god, it takes a long... Like, writing the bloody scripts takes like 2 days, minus procrastination.
It
and
actually takes 2 weeks.
and then you have to organise the time and date to film
And then
them. They take an
editing.
entire day in editing.
It's like editing
They take
a documentary.
It takes one of us like 2 weeks.
One of those is it's no longer a YouTube video. It's editing a documentary, and that takes properly long amount
Yeah,
of
but
time.
the problem is I love those videos. So they're my favourite videos.
But I think everyone loves them.
Yeah, but they just take so long. And when you're trying to do that on top of internet news and Drama Explained,
And
it's
our
just
normal jobs.
it's just impossible.
So what are we doing?
Like, I've been saying no to jobs because I want to work on YouTube.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so what are we... That brings us on to our... I think we've talked about terrible engagement now.
Oh, do you want to continue?
Okay, so I watch a lot of other small YouTubers who get less views than us
Yeah.
and have less subscribers.
Gonna have a sip of tea.
But they get so many more likes and comments. I don't know where our views come from.
I know.
I don't know. We get hundreds of views on our videos.
But we only get, like, with our last one, only 2 likes.
I'm like...
And one of them could have been us, so that was 1 like.
Who the hell is watching our show? I'm just like...
Watch time's terrible.
I feel as though that it's like a glitch. Like, YouTube is giving us these fake views that we don't deserve or want.
Fake views. We're getting fake views. Hashtag, that's the title.
Or are our videos really that bad that people just watch for like 3 seconds and then tune
How did
out?
they find us? Because if you look at our analytics, they're just bouncing around our own videos.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? Nobody knows. YouTube is messed up.
Like, we've tried changing the first like 15 seconds of each video. Like, we've tried different styles. Like, we've had the 5-second intro.
Yeah.
And then we changed it to like on this episode we have blah blah and blah. And it doesn't make a shred of difference.
Yeah, what you're supposed to keep them hooked in the first 5 seconds.
I think we're gonna continue experimenting with that to see.
My new plan is to copy Good Mythical Morning. If you don't know, Rhett and Link, they have a morning show on YouTube. And I don't know about you, but I think we should take some inspiration from
We're
them.
gonna talk more about what we're going to do with the show a bit later.
Okay, spoilers. But what they do is like they have like a 5-minute sentence at the beginning of each video, like summing up. Oh my god, do slugs actually eat nails? Continue watching to find out more. And then they roll the intro.
Okay. I think we should move on to the idea of the show. Like, what did we want to achieve initially?
Okay, basically, look at SNL on YouTube. Look at Seth Meyers. Look at Jimmy Kimmel. Oh my god, they're taking over YouTube. If you look at the trending page,
I know, it's literally all of these late
they're
night
just
talk show
and they're
hosts.
just, but you know, talking about Trump.
And also on YouTube Rewind last year,
Yeah.
like the first thing was a late night show host.
So what happens? So what should happen now? A YouTuber should come and take the reins and just, you know, make their own late night show about YouTube.
For YouTubers. Like,
Yeah.
for the YouTube viewers.
Platform, for our platform. Instead of like for television,
Yeah,
and having
like
clips
like
on YouTube.
on television, what do they talk about? They get mainstream celebrities and talk about TV shows, politics, you know, and projects.
And
they're
that still
working on.
does well on YouTube.
Yeah. So
but
what
if you get a show like a late night show that focuses on YouTube with YouTube guests, with YouTube news, that should do really well.
And I wanted us to be like sort of like a community channel, sort of like
I know
when
like,
YouTubers
come
come
to
to
Australia.
Sydney, they want to be on the Davis and Dennis.
oh my
show.
god, I'm in Sydney. Can I be on the Davis and Dennis show?
and we want to get all of the YouTubers who live in the Sydney area as like regular guests, and then
we
show
want
like
friends.
we want to just be like the central hub for YouTubers in Sydney.
Like we'll change our show one day, the name to Davis and Dennis and Friends. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Okay, so that was the vision of the show initially, sort of like SNL late night talk show for YouTube.
Yeah, and
And
also
we were-
something else. With Netflix shows, like when a YouTuber gets a Netflix show, they always struggle trying to find like
Yeah.
a
Look
format
at
that
Miranda
works for them.
Sings. Look at Grace Helbig.
But what if the original YouTube channel was already a TV show?
I know, like our
Like
show would translate so easily for TV.
We're
This is
think-
essentially a TV show already.
We're thinking way too far ahead.
Yeah,
that's
but the thing is, our show was pretty unique
Yeah.
when it started. No longer. Because literally in just the past few weeks, 2 competitors have arisen that are basically the same thing.
but better.
Yeah, so I think
Are
the
they
first one
better?
we should talk about is the Valley Folks, your show. So it's no secret that our show is inspired by SourceFed. We sort of like got the idea right after SourceFed died, because like SourceFed was like supposed to be SNL for YouTube, but it really wasn't. It was just like kinda SNL clips on YouTube. So
Yeah.
what we wanted to do was take the actual SNL show and, you know, have that a similar format on YouTube. And yeah, the Valley Folk is sort of like the
SourceFed
original
refugees.
Yeah, the original SourceFed host coming together to do a talk show of themselves.
Really like them. They're good.
It's actually, I was hoping that it would be really bad, but the show they came up with, which is called Your Show, I think it's a terrible name.
Yeah.
It's actually really entertaining.
They don't get that many views, but the Patreon money
Oh my
just keeps
God.
coming in.
There's-
They have such a loyal fan base.
And the thing is, they also have their own crew and editors and stuff. We're trying to do literally everything ourselves.
My favorite thing about their show is like how many people they have. They have like 4 main hosts.
Yeah. And then they've got like the camera
Camera
person
crew.
who's a bit of a character as well.
And then they, you've got the crew are clapping along, and that just creates such a great sense of community
so
and
warm
fun.
and
Like
fuzzy
when,
feeling.
like our show is just 2 people pretending that we have
there's-
fans. It's just awkward.
Yeah,
a bit
I sometimes
scripted.
feel like we're still playing pretend like we used to as kids.
Oh,
Sort of like we're
Yes.
pretending there's an audience there.
Well, we are. Except we don't pretend that well because we're terrible actors. But basically, what I love about them is how warm it feels because of how many people they have. Same as the
And
other
the
show.
other show we should talk about is William Haynes's People Be Like.
It's so good.
Oh my god, this is like the atmosphere of People Be Like is... Oh, if you don't know, William Haynes is also from SourceFed. He recently bought the People Be Like channel from the people who bought SourceFed. And now he's created a late night talk show on it. And it's just the perfect atmosphere that I really want to
I know. He's so eccentric.
Yeah, he's got his own group of camera people, like crew.
and a small audience.
Yeah.
And he's so fun. And honestly, the atmosphere is so much like a late night show.
Yeah.
And like your show, the Valley
Like
Fix
your
Your show, he also has like a community.
Yeah. The thing is, your show doesn't have any guests. But since they've got a crew of 4 presenters, they don't need any guests. William Haynes, he's just himself. But he gets a guest on every week. Obviously, it's a talk show.
Yeah, and that helps so much with the atmosphere.
And just after watching those 2 shows, it just made me realise how far we've strayed from our original vision.
We need to lift our game. We've got competition now.
Yeah, like this is the first time we've had competition. And it's a great thing, really, because we would have just plodded along, like... Because we
Would
thought
we?
the news would give us views.
I know, because that was the idea behind
Like,
the show.
yeah,
to get
and then
views.
once we get a bit of a following, we can get guests more regularly on.
Because
But
with the
the
news,
news
you've
isn't
got
working.
SEO, you can like be on trend because...
Oh, wait, can we talk about our React videos very quickly?
Okay. Basically, we saw quite a few people in the Australian YouTubers community making React videos.
And oh my god, they are so easy to make. It's like no writing required. You just sit
Almost
down
no editing.
in front of a camera and like, oh my god, amazing.
We've
Oh.
got friends who've got like hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
views. Like,
And you just have to pretend in the front of the camera that the content is funny and great. And then
some faces.
it's really easy to edit, no special effects, just some cuts, and then bam, you've
and
got
then
a video.
we went on YouTube to find out if anyone else is doing the React things as twins. And there are some people.
Yeah, and they're really successful.
Like, there's this group of twins who aren't very good. They're not funny. They're, really boring. Production quality is terrible. They just react to other twins. And they have tens of thousands of subscribers. I mean,
yeah. and
any
consistent
set
views.
of twins could do that. And we thought,
Yeah.
we could do that.
And our first one did well.
Yeah, the Dolan twins, that got quite a few
They
views.
got like 2,000 views, and then we thought after that, yeah, we could do this consistently. But every time we did it, I was just like, yeah, this is getting views, well, more views than normal. But like, this is so far from our original vision for the show that,
We're just becoming
I
like
just couldn't do
another
it.
React channel.
yeah, and
we
this is
hated it.
not what we want. So this is why we've taken a break. We want to after all of this, we wanted to reevaluate our show. And let me just check the sound is running. Yeah.
recording.
It's recording. We just
Ooh.
wanted to make sure. We just wanted to make the show good.
Yeah, and just make it what we want it to be instead of trying to just chase views.
Yeah. Although I don't know, I don't think it would do anything for views.
I don't know about that because should we talk about our plans?
Yeah, let's talk about our plans now. So I've sort of got a OneNote file happening about what I want the new show to be. So far for the season 2, in season 1 we had like a 4 or 5 part episode. Do you just want to talk about how many parts we had?
You just said
Okay,
so. We
in
had
season
5
1
parts.
we had like 5 parts, and then that was like too much. And then
I don't know how we managed to do that because let's think.
I had uni back then as well.
So we had
we had work,
internet news.
uni, and then we were trying to
talking
make
about
5
segments,
parts.
Yeah, we had internet news. We had a challenge, and then an interview, and then a challenge to that interview, and then a comment sec. That's 5 videos a week. Oh my god, how did we do that?
I have no fucking clue.
We've become lazy.
And then in season 2, we decided to take that ridiculous number down to 3. But even then, we were struggling. We were literally, I feel like we didn't take breaks. We were literally either working on like work or just making YouTube videos like every moment we weren't awake. Like I didn't go out to see friends. I wouldn't like go out to see movies. I was like a total social recluse, just making videos. No, because no one watched the videos. But I think it was a good learning experience.
Don't make videos for other people. Make it for yourself. And you said that you'd love the videos.
We need to.
That should be
as
enough.
much as we love our own videos, it needs to be a sustainable thing.
Your heart is in the wrong place. Stop chasing views. If you like the videos, make it for yourself, okay?
I don't know. Our aim
That's what people say.
Our aim is to make this show our career because I feel like YouTube is the only career I've actually seriously wanted.
But let's be real here. We've been making videos for 5 years, and we still haven't got any sort of fan base.
No.
So, what are the chances of us being able to pull this off?
Okay, so for season 3, we are reducing.
Announcement time.
We are reducing to 2 parts a week.
Is that it?
Either a Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday.
But
release.
we're not actually cutting back, are we?
No, so
we're making the parts longer.
So I think one of the things we wanted is to bring a sense of fun back into the show. Not that we ever had it. But sort of like we wanted people. We wanted like genuine
human interaction.
Yes. So first thing, we brought our friend along, Esmeralda from Classic Collab Videos. She's gonna be mostly behind the camera, like acting as the audience, but we're gonna give her a little segment as well.
That should help with like comic timing, because she can pretend laugh at stuff, and then we can put
fake laughter on top. Yeah, there. And also we're gonna have a guest every week.
How hard can it be, honestly?
I don't know how we can do this, honestly, but we'll see. Okay, so the first part, should we talk about, like, just the format?
Sure.
Okay, so the first
anything
part...
else to talk about?
The episode will start with a sketch.
Mm.
I think to make it easy, it'll sort of be, like, a similar thing every week. But we just like set it in the office, like either here or at home.
Like college humor videos.
And then just like, and then we'll just talk about either how the previous episode went. So either, oh my god, it did so well, or no likes again.
No likes again. David, so how did last week go? 2 comments from me.
Or we could talk about like finding a massive story and then blah blah blah, and then that leads into the intro scene. I really want to do like in 30-second, or I think it's 20-second actually, because that's how long our song is. Yeah, we got one of a really good friend to make our theme tune, and I think it's amazing.
You think everything about our show is amazing. You're not objective.
I know. So
your optimism isn't helping.
I want to make a 20-second like intro, like SNL, where you get like shots of Dennis Fame.
Do you know how you think that the show's amazing? That's a sentiment that so many crappy little YouTubers have.
I know.
Like if you go on forums,
this is why we're redoing the show.
I know, because if you go on forums, you'll find loads of like YouTuber forums. You find loads of YouTubers who go, "Oh my god, my channel's struggling. What can I do?" Like, and they spend so long on like banners and stuff like that. And then you watch their videos and like,
and it just sucks.
Your videos.
One of the things I want to reduce, because literally the studio segments in our show, it was just like full on self-deprecation. Like every single part, it got really boring. But that's the only way we create humor.
Welcome to the Davis and Dennis show, the only show
that doesn't have viewers or something like that. I really want to cut down.
Later.
I really want to
write it down. We're gonna use it.
I'm finding it boring, and I'm sure our audience is finding it really annoying as well.
It's a brand.
Okay, so after the introduction
a brand that resonated to dozens of people worldwide.
After that cool introduction scene that hopefully you can make, you need to learn After Effects, Dennis. So we'll have a monologue. We sort of wanted to do like SNL style monologues in season 1.
What does SNL say? Every talk show.
Okay, just monologues. But we thought it was like YouTube is all about snappy and fast.
Yeah, like
and
fast
having
editing.
a monologue before the main segment would be such a drag.
And then there'll be like 5 minutes of content before the main segment. But I love monologues.
Like, fuck YouTube. Just like, we create what we want.
And I hate how YouTube is all about attention spans. You have to like edit out every single breath.
Yeah, on TV, it's not like that.
And all the new vlogs that are coming out from people who copy Logan Paul and this new snappy editing. No, this belongs on Vine.
Yeah. Okay, so after the monologue, that I don't know if we should do it together or just like we take turns. Like, well, after that we'll introduce the guest who will be on the sofa. You can't see the sofa, but we've repositioned the sofa and our seats so they're closer together.
Look at the screen.
So I think the guest could be on the sofa, and then we'll be standing there, and then we'll sit down, we'll introduce the guest, blah blah blah, and then we'll go into the internet news. And with the internet news to be sort of split into two, like traditional, just us making jokes, blah blah blah, and then also,
but we're like, you know, pretty boring. We need a comedian.
Yeah, we'll get Esmeralda, our friend, to sort of be like the funny person at the end till we come in, and then she'll be like a non, you know, like a person who doesn't know
serious
YouTube.
journalist,
Yeah,
maybe.
because she's like a scientist, and then
She's
we'll have
really
like
clever.
and then we'll have like her like not knowing YouTube, like thinking it's all like so stupid.
Basically,
and dumb.
we have another opinion on the internet news, which should shake things up.
And then
make
after
things
that
funner.
segment, we come back to the studio segment, and then we'll ask the guest about their opinion, and then
That's the first
concludes P1. So although it's only one part, I think it's a lot more nuanced and actually difficult than what we're doing now.
It's a lot more like television show.
Yeah.
Which, you know, should differentiate us.
Okay, so the next night, so in part 2, it's all about the guest. Because one of the things I realized was when we did that collab with Libby, her videos were separated, her parts were separated onto several videos. So which part would she share on her YouTube? Like,
None of them.
Exactly. So I'm thinking the first part wouldn't have so much of the guest. It'd just be mostly about the news. And the second part is sort of like the guests part. So they can share that.
Yeah, like, so basically with this, we're going to start with an interview, which is something that we've never...
No, we're starting with the pre-intro. So it's a funny clip. So we're bringing back your good mythical morning.
Oh.
Want to talk about that?
Well, I already explained it. Basically, before we roll the intro, we have a little sentence like, "Oh my God, look at these pickles. How many can Libby fit in her mouth? Find out after the intro."
Oh really? I thought we would just have like a clip of her choking on the pickle, and then 2 seconds of that, and then.
Well, you've just changed my mind. Now we're doing that.
Okay, and then we'll have a cut down version of the intro, maybe like 5 seconds tops. And then that goes into the interview. So we'll be sitting on the 2 chairs. The guests will be on the sofa. We'll sort of like have a short interview about their projects, about like embarrassing old stories and stuff like that. And then that goes into a game.
I love games.
So either a pre-recorded video, probably not too many of them as they take forever to make, or sort of like, I don't know, like a fun game like
that pickle eating challenge?
No, that's a segment after. Like I don't know, like a taste testing, like branded versus generic cereals. Like just something fun but easy to do in the studio. A lot like what the stuff that Good Mythical Morning and like William Haynes' show. So just like that. And then after those 2 parts are complete, we'll go into our famous pickle challenge.
Yes,
I really want to bring that back.
We have a leaderboard, and there's only 3 people on it, us and Libby.
Yeah, I think it's a really good challenge. Like, it's really shareable.
People are going to want to come onto this show and
just do the pickle challenge. Because I think it's the sexual innuendos as well. It's like, there's a pickle in my mouth. I just think it's hilarious, and it's really shareable. And then after that segment, it's just the outro. So that's basically the show. But my concern is, since we're combining so much stuff into 2 parts, like, they're not really shareable, the individual segments. So what your show, like the Valley folks, your show is doing, is that they're posting the full episode, and then after that they're just doing clips, like what SNL really does on YouTube, just the clips that you can share and watch easily, just like traditional YouTube content, but you can watch a full show if you want. And William Haynes, well, he doesn't really have enough content to separate it.
I think at first we're gonna just do William Haynes's model, like, although there's a
So we're
lot
just
in each
splitting
part.
into two, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have enough content to need to post.
The alternative
Separately.
is like to combine the two parts into one part. I must add, now we've only got one news segment, so that should be a lot easier to write.
No more on what? That's
Oh, well,
my
no
segment.
One cared. No one cares.
I made that segment. It was mine, and now we're
Okay,
losing
so
it.
I think one of the options is like to have it all as one segment, as one long video to begin with, and after that we post individual segments. But like once you've watched the full segment, you've got like there's no point in watching the short segments.
Yeah. So, like, why would you?
Yeah, exactly. But at the
No
same
point.
time, there'll be
I
some
think maybe
people
to
who
other
watch...
platforms like YouTube and
That is too much effort.
Instagram, TV,
I think the main thing we need to do is not burn out this
Yeah.
time.
and basically just have fun and look like we're having fun on camera. And how we're doing that is bringing people in, like fresh
Yeah,
energy.
and honestly, it's a chance to hang out with friends because we don't do that too often.
we're
with-
loners.
With how much
Please be our friend.
time
we
we
have
spend
none.
on this. Yeah. So that is really the. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Oh, yeah, VidCon.
Oh,
So that's the
VidCon's
show.
in a month.
So VidCon is Australia, I must add, is in a month, and they've got a competition. It's sort of like you post a 1 minute video about why you're a creator, and then you can win a full access pass, or the runners up get a creator pass. I'm hoping to win the full creator pass because I've saw the other people's uploads.
Do you
Of
want to
that,
say
and
something about them?
They're really bad, like really shit,
Yikes.
and there's
Not
not
this
many of
sentiment
them.
again.
So I hope that we'd be able to win
Got a
that.
good chance.
We have to make that tomorrow. So
Oof.
oof. And then yes, VidCon. I think we were thinking about like because it's in Melbourne, we're in Sydney. It'd be an opportunity to collab with a lot of people.
Honestly, don't know that many Melbourners.
No, and with the new segment, how like with the new show, how we need to get guests onto the show rather than just like random collabs. That'd be really difficult. So, yes, no collabs for us.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, and if any of you guys will be at VidCon, or
Meet us.
two of you who
we're
you
gonna
are
we're
watch-
gonna
who are
do a
watching.
meet and greet, an unofficial one.
Oh,
like
we had this idea. We
Tanamojo.
have to do it. We'll give out like fridge magnet business cards. Oh yeah, we were thinking we had this idea that with the success of the Tana condoms.
Well, success as a meme.
Yeah, like imagine if we handed out Davis and Dennis branded condoms at VidCon.
Yeah.
People would want to post that. But I don't think we're doing it. They're really expensive to make.
Condoms are expensive.
Particularly custom ones.
Yeah.
Anything else about VidCon?
I think that's it. I hope you're going.
Yeah, like I'm really looking forward to it. Although we don't have like a VIP pass or whatever, I just want like a few days to relax and have fun with YouTubers.
Yeah, and be reinvigorated because currently we're really tired.
Yeah, I'm just like, when we're not making YouTube videos, I just feel so low. Do you, Dennis?
No, it's just you.
I just feel like, I don't know, we're wasting our life if we're not, when we're not making YouTube videos. So I think YouTube is like what I definitely want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, because like even above like editing, coloring, grading, filming, like
Being,
that's all fun, but like you're making something for someone else.
but YouTube is ours.
Yeah, it's like our creation.
It's our little studio. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.
If you enjoyed this podcast,
We'll do more. Let us know.
this is actually surprisingly easy to do.
Yeah, and there'll be no editing, almost.
Yeah, so I think when the show is back on, we might just do a podcast for a week where we don't upload, because I don't think we'd be, because what the Valley Folk do is that they have their show and a podcast, but because we're literally just doing it ourselves, like as part-time on top of everything else we're doing, we won't have time for that. I'm just making so many excuses for us, but I feel
It's
like these are
fine.
genuine
Let's just
excuses.
cut it off. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Subscribe. Bye.